A Rubens tube is otherwise known as a standing wave flame tube. It clearly demonstrates acoustic standing waves within a tube. The shape of the flames can graphically demonstrate the relationship between sound pressure and sound waves. To build a Rubens tube, we'll need to begin with a long metal tube. The tube is sealed at one end, which will act as a diaphragm for the sound. We then mark equidistant points along one surface of the tube. These are then drilled at approximately 1.5 millimeters diameter. Once cleaned up, it's nice to stop for a nice cup of tea. The next stage, we measure up the width of the pipe. We're going to take a drill bit to drill through the other cap that is maybe 1 millimeter less in diameter than the tube. So first we cut the holes, then get the tube and squeeze it through. It's a lot easier if you heat the tube first. Now we take a T-piece. This connects the two hoses together so that we can split the gas flow going into the tube. Make sure those Jubilee clips are tight. We don't want any gas escaping. Once we've connected the hose to our regulator, we cut one piece of the hose shorter that is going into the tube. This helps regulate the gas flow inside and create an equal gas pressure. Attach the end, screw it on, make sure it's good and tight, clean it up and leave it to dry. Safety first is always good, so we decided to try lighting it the first time outside. Get it nice and level, make sure it's connected to the gas tank, stand well back and light. And there we have it, fire. Now we can take the experiment into my dad's garage. Here we have a loudspeaker connected to an amplifier that is being fed a test oscillator signal from Logic on the laptop. When you begin, keep the pressure down. To determine the frequency of a wave, we need to know its velocity and its wavelength. The formula is F equals V divided by lambda. Lambda is the wavelength. Now to find the wavelength, we also use algebra, but we use the formula lambda equals V divided by F. So the wavelength is the velocity divided by the frequency. Now, in air, sound travels at 343 meters per second. In propane, it only travels at 257 meters a second. So now we can work the wavelength that at 257 meters per second, 360 hertz will give us a wavelength value of about 0.7 meters. This should be able to be visualized on the length of the Rubens tube. Now you've got an idea of what's going on, we're going to play with some frequencies and enjoy some visuals. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about Rubens tubes. Take care.